Hello, today we will discuss Power BI reports. How to create Power BI reports. We have four data sets here: the cards data, MCC codes, transaction data, and users data. What we need to find from these data sets? These are bank transactions or a bank transaction analytics project. We have been provided the data sets and the objectives here are mentioned. What we need to find out here are clearly mentioned that we need to find out customer demographic segmentation, transaction volume, and temporal analysis. Temporal analysis means over the time what transactions have been occurred and total amounts, time-based patterns using transaction dates and time. These are temporal transactions. Then MCC category spending analysis, then geographical transaction distribution, card usage, and performance analysis, chip transactions effectiveness. These are different parameters that we need to find out. If we look at our data sets, we have four data sets that includes cards data, MCC codes, transaction data, and users data. What is in users data? We have users ID and their current age and birth year, birth month, gender, address, then latitude, longitude. We have longitude in a negative that if you have used the longitude, it can be negative to trace out the exact locations of the customers or the clients. Then per capita income, yearly income, total debt. These are some data set details in users data. Then credit score, number of credit cards, that how many credit card one client has with this client ID. There are five cards attached. So these are some details mentioned in the users data. That if we check out the cards data, we have ID that could be related to the client ID. uh, Here is client ID, and this ID would be the cards data ID. We need to understand the data first, then we will be evaluating, or the we will be segmenting different details from this after making some analysis, after making it progressively analyzing these details. Then we have card brand, card type, card number, expired, CVV, whether it has a chip or not. Then account open date, account year pin last change to check the activity of that card. Then we have other data sets like transaction data. It will tell us that how many transactions have been occurred and total amount from that transactions where it has been used, like in merchant city and merchant state, zip, whether are there any errors in the data sets or not. I mean, if someone has been using the card but it has been declined, it will be in what kind. It would be a error. It would be an error in the transaction. That could be of any reason, like there was no amount. The card was empty, or the account was empty, and the transaction could not be occurred. So these could be some reasons for errors. Then we have date for that specific transaction. Here is the ID. It would be transaction ID. After these things, we will be using. We will transform the data if there are any empty, if there are any empty details, or any empty rows or columns. We will be using that. Like here in amount, we find out that the negative minus one, minus 88. That's an error. We need to make it absolute so that a minus would be removed from this. As you know, the amount cannot be negative, so it should be in positive. We will be transforming the data. When we go to the Power BI, we have here we have data sets like cars data, MCC course, transaction data. I will tell you later on about the client page. Here we have client ID, the same details that we have transformed from the from the files. We have uploaded the same files or imported files from using the Excel import feature. Then we will be transforming the files and making some changes. Like if there are any negative values in amount, we will be using the absolute feature to make it positive. Then after this, we will be creating a link. Actually, Power BI create link on its own, but sometimes we have to modify those links if there is any error, or if we found out that we can create a better linkage, yeah, on our own. So to tell you that mostly it is Power BI uses its AI intelligence to create the links that are most, in most cases, these are accurate. So here is you can find that here is a link that is between the MCC and MCC ID. In MCC codes, it is called MCC ID, and in transaction data, it is noted down as MCC. So Power BI noted down these details and created a link between these. If we check out the properties of the uh, a link, that how these are related, like it is single, cross filter direction is single, and cardinality is many to one. So these are some details that we in model view we have found that. Then after transformation and creating link, we will be creating a report that includes user analysis. In what is in user analysis? In user analysis, we have some average per capita income that would be from. Uh, I will show it to you. If we check out the average per capita income, it is mentioned in users data. What is the per capita income? Here is the average per capita income, 23k dollars, and average total debt is 63 k dollars, and average yearly income. These are some indicators about the users. We have found the average income, average debt, and these of details. We have from the data we have found that the average per capita income is 23k dollars, and sum of per capita income is 46 million. Means the total income of all the population mentioned in this data set, it 46 million dollars. So based on this, we have analysis for male and female, like the count of number of cards. 1016 cards are holded, female holds for 1016 and male holds 984 cards. So the average per capita income based on gender, here is minor differences, and average of yearly income, minor differences on basis of gender, average debt, average credit score, and average retirement age, 66.21 and 66.27 years. So these are some details we have found in the user analysis. Then in demographic analysis, we have seen we can check out that in demographic analysis based um, uh, on the region or the locality and age. In demographic, we have different factors. And so in demographic segmentation, we have found out that sum of per capita income by current age. If the age is 20, per capita income is around about this figure. And if there is no abnormality, or one a few a few you can say that few people have very odd per capita income, like 1.79, that is very high from the rest of the from the majority of the people. Like majority people have the per capita income in this range, like under 1 million, but there is a few people have 1.79 million, or you can say that very few fractions of people have 1.79 million, 1.79 million per capita income. Most of the people lie in this age, 20 to 40 of age, and the per capita income is $1 million. If we're talking about the sum of per capita income, we can change it to average if we want to. Like if we select it and we want to check it, the sum of per capita income, I want to check out the average per capita income based on current age. I can do that from this from here, average per capita income. Here you will see that average per capita income is 23k. Like we have checked out in user analysis, that is same. We have checked, yeah, here 23k average per capita income. In graphical form, we have we can see it here. Then we have average of current age. Then current age based on sum of total debt based on their age. The graphical analysis tell us that in what segments the people are mostly in means in 20 to 60. We have most of the customers in this age bracket, 20 to 60. So graphical data is easy to understand for targeting the right customers, or creating policies for the right customers. Then we have transaction volume. If we check out the transaction volume, we have sum of amount 8.55 million total transacted amount, and count of ID 157k users. It means we have 157k transactions. Count of ID will tell us that how many transactions have been occurred. 157k transactions. Then here we have sum of amount by year and quarter. Like in 2023, we have in quarter one we have 0.73 million of amount transacted in this quarter one of 2023, means 2023 Jan 1 to March or April 30, or the in January to April we have this amount of transactions 0.73 million. So after transaction we have income and spending analyses. Like here we have graphs. We call it a scatter chart. Here we have scatter chart of yearly income and sum of amount transacted. As the yearly income is increasing, the amount transactions are also increasing. We can see that there's a linear kind of relationship between the amount yearly income and amount transacted. But most of the transactions are in this sphere, 50k range, 0 to 50k range. Most of the transactions are in this range. So the bank can develop policies for targeting these customers. If we go to dashboard, we have a clear view of transaction volume, income spending, category spending, in what category the people are spending mostly. Like they are spending more in food or in traveling, they can categorize on these basis. Then they will be developing the services for the specific uh, for targeting the specific users. Like if they have users more in the traveling, spending more in traveling, then they will be creating policies to facilitate or to try create traction for those customers, for the clients. Then card usage. If we go to the card usage, let's see what we can find out. Here in card usage, we have average of credit limit by credit card brand. We have four card brands: Mastercard, Visa, Amex, Discover. But most of the transactions in Mastercard and Visa. We have a number of count of card numbers 2191 in Mastercard and Visa. Here 1320, and it is based on credit and debit. We have credit, debit, and debit prepaid. These have been categorized further in these categories: credit, debit, and debit prepaid. So after this we have a count of credit number expired by year. That we have most expired cards in 2020, 13, 14. It may be due to the people have applied for the cards earlier in 2010, and they have spent 10 years or something like that, and their card has expired in great numbers. So it will tell us about these things, and how they can develop policies to accommodate these things, so they have a higher retention rate for their customers. They will be developing policies on that. Then count of credit card expired. Here we have sum of number of card issued by year in 2010. Yeah, here we can see that in 2000 to 2010 we have in most card has been issued in 2010 822 cards, and in 2020 we have the bank has uh, issued 1746 cards, because there are this year they have most expired cards, and so to tackle those reissued cards and the new cards, will be counted in this 1746. After cards, let's check out what else we have. We have performance and anomaly, geographical distributions, then credit score, debit burden, multi-card, merchants. Let's check out in geographical distribution. Or let's first go to the performance and anomaly. Sum of amount by month. In what months the amount has been spent most. Insufficient balance in sum of amount in count of card. Here we have errors about the performance analysis. Yeah, they are analyzing that what were the reasons for errors, whether it was insufficient balance or bad pin, the pin has been wrong or something like that. The technical glitch, it was due to the ATM machine was not working properly or something like that. Bad card number, bad CVV, if they have been transacting online and they use the wrong CVV, so it will be declined. How many count of card ID 65 have been card transactions have been declined because of this, and amount was 3599. So these tell us about the different errors that has been occurred and the reasons of the errors, and the sum of amount by month. Then here we have sum of amount, error frequency or anomaly count. Chip transaction has the most errors, 112k. Then we have swipe transaction, 27k. Then online transaction, 18k transactions. uh, Here we have clear segmentation of online transaction and chip transaction, transaction. So these details can be viewed. Then predictive risk then geographical distribution, credit score. So these are different mode. We can analyze different data sets or in different ways to make a good report about the banking system, like it has been required, like analyze the details and provide a uh, an well analyzed report so they can develop policies further on. So it is a brief introduction about the report that has been prepared. So I will be sharing more details in the next videos. Thank you for watching.